News.mc on Monaco Info is brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties. Bringing you news on Monaco's economy, culture, sports and more. Welcome to News.mc, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Coming up on News.mc, discover past week's top stories and meet the people who make Monaco.
My name is Stéphane Colmar. I am the CEO of Second Automobile Group, and you are watching News.mc on Monaco Info.
What's been making headline in the past week? The Monaco Press Club marked its 20th anniversary with a special evening at the Méridien Beach Plaza on July 24th, attended by His Serene Highness Prince Albert II. The celebration, which coincided with the sovereign's 20th anniversary on the throne, honoured 2 decades of open dialogue, media engagement and cultural exchange in the Principality. Founded in 2005 by Bernard Spindler and François Chan, the club was inspired by a 2000 idea from Jacqueline Berthy and Frédéric Dietrich. It has since welcomed figures from politics, business and the arts. President Tinia Coleman reaffirmed its mission to promote media conversations on key issues. The next event in September will feature Christophe Aulnet, with upcoming sessions focused on responsible AI in journalism. To mark its 40th anniversary, Monaco's Stade Louis II hosted its first ever open-air cinema screening on July 24th, transforming the historic venue into a giant alfresco movie theatre. Guests lounged in deck chairs on the pitch, snacking on popcorn, as Luc Besson's science fiction epic Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets lit up the newly installed 94 square metre screen. This unique event was part of a broader anniversary programme celebrating the stadium's place in Monegasque life. For many attendees, it was their first experience of an open-air film screening, made all the more memorable by the iconic setting. The initiative not only showcased the stadium's new screen, but opened the door to future cultural uses. As the summer continues, more cinematic evenings may soon follow under Monaco's stars. To mark World Drowning Prevention Day on July the 25th, the Princess Charlene of Monaco Foundation spearheaded a major public awareness initiative at Stade Nautique Rainier III. The event brought together emergency responders, safety experts, families, and hundreds of local schoolchildren to raise awareness about water safety and equip young people with life-saving skills. Hands-on workshops gave children the chance to learn CPR, practice rescue techniques, and understand how to issue an emergency alert. Organised in collaboration with Monaco's Town Hall and government, the campaign has become an annual fixture, now in its 5th year. With over 750 swim lessons delivered in the past 6 months alone and public safety reminders displayed across the Principality, the message is clear: education and vigilance are the keys to preventing tragedy. Port Hercule burst into life on the evening of the 26th July as Monaco's first summer fireworks display lit up the Riviera sky. Organised by the Mairie de Monaco, the event drew thousands to Quai Albert Premier, where families, tourists and locals gathered for an unforgettable evening of light and sound. The 15-minute show featured dazzling pyrotechnics choreographed to a custom soundtrack, earning cheers for its emotional tone and musical precision. A capacity audience of 8,000 ensured a smooth and safe experience, with crowd control managed by police and private agents. Following the show, the celebration continued with a DJ party, keeping the energy high and the crowd dancing well into the night. The next display takes place on August the 9th. The Grimaldi Forum hosted the Monaco premiere of Liverpool Oratorio, composed by Paul McCartney and Carl Davis, on July the 27th, in the presence of His Serene Highness Prince Albert II. Performed by over 150 musicians and singers, including the Monte-Carlo Philharmonic Orchestra, the concert marked a major cultural event in the Principality. Though oratorios are typically religious, Liverpool Oratorio draws on McCartney's personal journey and daily life, blending classical form with contemporary storytelling. The concert was met with enthusiastic applause and affirmed Monaco's place as a venue for world-class musical extravaganzas. As part of his official protocol visits, Monaco's new Minister of State, Christophe Meerman, was received at Monaco City Hall on July the 28th. Accompanied by Minister of the Interior Lionel Beffa, Meerman was welcomed by Mayor Georges Marsin and met several elected officials and municipal staff. The visit offered the opportunity for the new minister to better understand the inner workings of the local institution, its departments, and the daily efforts made by the city's employees in service of the principality and its residents. World-renowned pastry chef Cédric Grolet has officially opened his first boutique in Monaco, located within the iconic Hôtel de Paris Monte-Carlo. Launched on July the 30th, the opening marks an exciting new chapter for Grolet, whose fruit-shaped trompe-l'œil pastries and refined creations have earned him global acclaim. Already established in Paris, London, and Singapore, Grolet described Monaco as a natural next step. His new Riviera-inspired offerings include a menton lemon dessert filled with citrus caviar. Grolet's focus on seasonality, creativity, and elegance is reflected not only in the desserts, but also in the boutique's elevated visual identity. With cinematic marketing and strong local partnerships, Cédric Grolet Monte-Carlo is poised to become a must-visit culinary destination in the Principality. Monaco has been crowned Best European Destination for 2025, following a public vote of over 6 million participants. His Serene Highness Prince Albert II's government, the tourism department, and key industry players were all credited for the achievement, which celebrates excellence in hospitality, innovation, and sustainable tourism. The recognition reflects years of investment in cultural, culinary, and hospitality experiences, including renovations of the Café de Paris and Hermitage Hotel and the launch of new restaurants like Amazonico and Marlowe. Tourist numbers have increased, particularly from North and South America, as Monaco continues to attract global visitors with its safety, elegance, and first-class service. This team victory solidifies Monaco's international appeal and motivates continued efforts in the years ahead. Pierre Casiraghi and the crew of Jolt 6 have secured a historic win for the Yacht Club de Monaco, finishing first in their category at the prestigious Rolex Fastnet race on the 30th of July. Their performance also clinched Monaco's first-ever victory in the Admiral's Cup, a legendary international sailing competition. In its debut participation, the Monaco team triumphed over strong rivals, including the Royal Hong Kong Yacht Club and Yacht Club Costa Smeralda. The victory places the Principality among an elite circle of past winners and marks a major milestone in the history of Monegasque sailing. Christophe Meerman, Monaco's new Minister of State, continued his tour of Monegasque institutions with a visit to the Economic, Social and Environmental Council on July 30th. He was welcomed by President Caroline Rougaignon-Vernin, and the visit offered the Minister of State an opportunity to discover the Principality's second parliamentary chamber and gain insight into the EESC's advisory role in shaping Monaco's economic, social and environmental policies. It marked another step in his integration into the country's institutional landscape. Next up, our exclusive interview with the personalities making the Principality.
My name is Stéphane Colbert. I am the CEO of Second Automobile Group. I come from the northeast of France. I studied in Strasbourg and in Germany. We have a double diploma in handel and in technical in Germany and in France. I started not at all in the car industry, but in the Meridian industry. Chairs production and desk production and so on for 3 years. And then afterwards, I came making the car industry by Smart. It was Smart, a very small car. Smart comes directly from so far away from Metz. And I worked directly in the production, in the logistics, and then afterwards in pieces and in the logistics. Yeah. I was very young the first time I came in Monaco. I have a good souvenir. My car went in a restaurant. It was my first impression. I was really impressed because it was far away from my house, and from my country. And then I said, okay, this is very nice. It's not for me, but it's very nice. Yeah. But I come many times to South France. And as I was young, I told myself that I will live here, and this is what happened. I came to South of France. I have a good souvenir from when I came to South of France for a while, because I came from Mercedes to South of France. It means to Cannes. and it was the 12th of December. It means it was snow in Stuttgart where I worked, and then I came to Cannes on the 12th of December, and then with the jacket, you are in South France, and it was in 2005. It means 20 years ago now, yeah. And then I worked till 2014 by Mercedes. Then I answered to a normal job request. And it was, yeah, it was the first time I heard from Second Automobile. Not the first time because I worked by Mercedes in Cannes and this, but I didn't have any address or any contact to Second Automobile. I made the process, the hiring process. And the new for me was I was working only for one brand, and nowadays I work for 10 different brands. We try to make the people unique. We try to bring a special attention and unique attention, special experience to all our customers. And I'm sure that other groups and other car distributors are trying to do it. But this is the family company, the family spirit. I try to inspire this family spirit to the way of life of each day to our customers. I think that the constructors, they have to think about what is coming in the next years, yeah, with the switch between normal engine and hybrid and electrical. But I am a big defender of not of numbers, not of many cars, but restriction of the numbers of cars, but good cars. Even the way of buying the cars is changing nowadays. Perhaps not so much in Monaco, but many people, for example, in France, are leasing the cars because they want to change every 3 years or every 4 years. They want to drive a car perhaps for the week, and then they want another car for the sponsored car for the weekend, and perhaps they want another way of grab another brand for to go to holidays and so on. And this is changing with the younger people and so on. And the way of buying or the way of belonging a car or the way of riding a car is changing nowadays. This is more logistic strategy than to drive a car. For that matter, constructors, Monaco is very important. They must have a representation in Monaco for every brand. The brands that you are representative, but the other ones too, you know, they need to have a point of distribution in Monaco because Monaco is Monaco. It means for constructors, when you are distributor from brands in Monaco, you have to explain most of the time to the constructor that Monaco is not the same place than other places in France or all over the world. I invite them to come to Monaco and then to inspire with the traffic, with the plates, with and so on and so on. And then when they come back to Germany or to Italy or to France, yeah, they say, okay, they try to make a very good job, and it's not so easy. You just have to go to the Plastic Casino in Monaco, and then you see the biggest, the more hypey cars that you can see in the world. As you know, I'm not young anymore, but when I go to the Plastic Casino, I have with my eyes so many cars, so many supercars in Monaco, in the place, but not only in the place, the car are driving in Monaco. You see many Porsche, you see many Bugattis, you see many Lamborghinis, you see many Mercedes, you see many Works and so on. This is a défilé de ball of the cars.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching News.mc, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Discover the full interview and more stories on our websites, News.mc and MonacoInfo.com. Next week, we will receive Atoessa Gavami, specialised in luxury private jet catering. This show is intended to provide a summary of the past week's top stories for the English-speaking audience. For daily and real-time news updates in English, please visit News.mc and subscribe to our free daily newsletter. For French news, visit MonacoInfo.com. This show was brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties.